Hey, what's up, everybody? Trevor Tolley here from Rogues Hollow Paranormal, my lovely wife.
Missy Tolly, hello, psychic and medium. What's going on, everybody? We're excited that you're here with us.
So we wanted to hop on and just kind of explain what we've been up to the last couple of weeks. I know we haven't been on the last 2 Sundays.
We've been busy.
Yeah, we have some exciting stuff to kind of talk with you about.
Maybe you can help us.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But really cool opportunity came up, required us to travel for 2 weekends, and yeah, we're going to talk all about it. So we're going to wait for a few people to hop on here, and then we'll get right into it.
I never know what we're going to talk about, but today I do have an idea of what we're going to talk about, and I'm really excited because if you like spooky places, if you like places with a lot of history, if you like the scare factor, then this might be of interest to you. But I'm just excited to be here with you guys. The last 2 weekends has been the way I would say would be very, adventurous, not only because our daughter just had her birthday, so happy birthday, Zoe. And so we had that going on, plus all this other wonderful stuff going on as well. So I'm excited to share with you the stuff that we're talking about. So, all right, I guess.
Don't mind me here. Facebook's doing that goofy thing again.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's all right.
I guess we're not going to see comments too well.
Well, that's poopy, but that's okay. We'll try something else. This is the welcome to
the Facebook nightmare.
Yeah. The nightmare.
Yeah, we tried to go live while we were out in Moundsville.
We did. It wouldn't let us.
Facebook wouldn't let us connect and go live, so that was a little frustrating.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so now we're good. Okay, now we can see all of your comments and questions and all the things.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you want to...
So we're going to talk about this opportunity that kind of came up for us that we went and checked out, and it's pretty neat.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was really neat, actually, babe. It was really heartwarming and also historical. And I don't know, when he's like, hey, check out this link. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me check out this link. I'm thinking it's bar stools for the kitchen counter because we need bar stools. And so it's actually something different.
Oh, it's way different. It's way more expensive too.
It was wood, but I was like, oh, this is really cool. We need to go check this thing out. And it just so happened that we were able to take a little drive.
Yep. So we'll kind of start to get into a little bit about what we've been up to. So we've been looking for a little while for a location to purchase so that we could host paranormal investigations and do some other really cool stuff with.
Classes, and we're looking for a bigger space to grow and to give people that are learning about their spirituality and people who are on this journey. We are looking for a space that we can use for community but has historical significance to it. Maybe something that is also a little woo-woo, meaning haunted.
Oh, of course, it's Rogues Hollow. It has to be
Rogues Hollow,
yeah, if we're going to expand, we're expanding. We're doing it the right way.
And we have learned in our year's journey, we have friends that are actually realtors, and they know exactly what we're looking for, but there's no specific realtor out there that works with specifically like selling like haunted houses.
Haunted properties. Yeah, we've actually asked and inquired.
Nobody.
And you're like, you know what? Nobody really specializes in that. We're like,
no.
Really?
So if you know someone who specializes in selling haunted property,
yeah,
we would like to connect. So please drop a name, drop a link, drop a comment for us, and let us know. But
yeah, so we went and checked out this property, and we're going to show you guys pictures, videos. We went through it pretty thorough. We were seriously considering purchasing this property.
Went with the bank. Everything was good.
Just we ran into a little bit of an issue with the roof, and
water
they didn't really want
damage.
to budge on numbers to make it work for the roof, so we had to pass. But we're gonna share it all with you guys. You can check it out. Maybe one of you out there might be interested in it, or you're just gonna think it's really cool.
Or maybe you can help us find a location that you feel would work for what we're looking for. So we want to show this place off.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah.
excited.
This was a really cool find. It is definitely haunted. I mean, I did an
Yes.
I did an EMF session up on the third
Floor.
Third floor,
Yes.
yeah. And I was getting intelligent responses with EMF just on the fly. And I did take some digital recordings. I haven't had time to go through them yet, so I don't know if we got anything on those.
I mean, more than likely you did.
But this location, it has had some deaths that have transpired inside the house.
Yes.
The house has a long-standing family history. It's pretty much been passed down multi-generations
through one family.
Yep.
One different names of the family,
which
but
you
through,
just don't really see
No,
much anymore,
no.
you know. So really cool, and a lot of the hardware and details and character of the house are still all there.
things that we're looking for, the intricate details that you can't replace or you can't build. No offense with Ryan Homes or any of those like places. Like
Well, it was
we're
back
not.
when they used to make stuff
Yeah,
quality.
we do not want cookie cutter at all. We want something unique and beautiful, but also we want to pay homage to the historical reference or whatever it is.
Yeah. So with that, I guess we'll just go ahead and start getting into it a little bit. I know quite a few of you are starting to hop on here now, and you kind of want to see what we've been up to.
I have a question for you guys. What's the most haunted historical place you've ever been to? And if it's a place everyone's heard of, awesome. If it's a place that no one's heard of, that's awesome too. Like, we want to know, what's your favorite like haunted location?
And if you have questions while we're running through everything, by all means, I mean, comment. We're watching the feed, so if you have questions for us, we'll be happy to respond. But we'll kind of start with it.
Yeah.
So this particular house is located right in downtown Moundsville.
Moundsville, West Virginia, on the Ohio River.
So we went there the first time, and we didn't realize how close this location was to the Indian burial mound. It's literally just like a block or so down the road. That's it.
What's it called? The Adena?
The Adena tribe, yeah.
Adena tribe.
It is the largest or the tallest Indian burial mound in the United States. So this house is just right up within walking distance up the road from it. And then right around the corner, you have Moundsville Prison, the old West Virginia Penitentiary. And,
Bloody Alley. That's what they call it.
And I'll kind of show you guys how close this place is to it. So this is really cool. If you look at the red little marker there, that's where the house is. And then if you come down towards the lower half, you see that hill. That's the Indian burial mound. And then right to the right corner on the bottom there is Moundsville Prison.
The purple dot.
Which is a really big paranormal attraction. So right there you've got two really interesting landmarks, and then right across the river, because this is right off the Ohio River, you've got, let's see here, Cindy over there with the Ross house, which is really haunted.
Yes, we love Cindy. We love you, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy, if you're watching. Really cool haunted place, and then the Bel Air house is right across the river. So you've got literally 4 paranormal landmarks right there.
Yes. And that mound is massive.
Yeah.
And there are thousands and thousands of...
Well, no, I researched that a bit. It's not that many.
It's not?
No, I think that was, on Ghost Adventures. Didn't Zach talk about that when saying there was thousands? But when I looked it up, there's 2 burial vaults in the lower part of that mound.
Okay.
And I think they found like eight bodies or something like that, and then they never fully went through and dug everything out.
I'm thinking about this. This just popped in my head, babe. They would have had to use that mound, and we have Cherokee heritage, right, of Cherokee bloodline. So they would have had to have had some type of importance to be able to have that mound built for them. So maybe a chief,
that's what they named the town after, was that mound. That's why it's called Moundsville.
Moundsville, right? Yeah, interesting.
That was Tomlinson.
Yes, Tomlinson
was the founder of Moundsville.
Yes.
And he found the mound, and then he kind of claimed that property right away because he knew it was something special, and that's kind of how that area started. But anywho, so that's how close those locations are. And Bel Air across the river is 10 to 15 minutes away. That's it.
It's so close to all of these haunted attractions. I have to tell you, before he shows you a picture of this place, I was picking up that there was this female that I was connecting to, and she just was in all full, like, her attire was very prestigious almost. And then when we got to this location, up in the window, and I don't know if you'll share a picture of it, but up in the window I saw her looking down at us like, hello, welcome to my home. It was this feeling of welcoming and love and just invitation. Come in and see this beautiful place that I created, and it was just really awesome.
Yeah,
so
really, really neat place. But
yes.
I'll show you a picture of the outside of the house. Now, this picture was online, so it wasn't one that we took while we were there, although we did take pictures. But this is a look at the house here from the front. You can tell it needs a little bit of work. I mean, this property definitely needs some TLC.
And this is a winter picture, and we actually got to go see it when it was in its full glory in the daylight with the trees and everything.
Yeah.
It's just so pretty. And Rick, who was the realtor, he was so sweet.
Nice
he was
guy.
so nice. And he actually showed this place to us on Easter. So I want to give him a shout out because he did a phenomenal job. We drove 2 hours out there twice.
Yeah.
And he took care of us. So if you're in the Moundsville area and you want to look up a good realtor, he was fantastic to work with. Very thorough, just a really nice guy, was taking care of his grandkids and all the things. So he was very, very nice. And he knew a lot about the house, which was nice.
Yeah.
We found out a lot
Oh,
more.
we did. Yeah. So we checked, or Missy did, with the local historical society out there.
Shout out to Trent
Yeah.
there.
So they say the house, on the listing, that it was built in 1902. It's actually much older than that. We found out it was relocated to where it's at now in 1902.
The story goes that it was relocated because the man needed to build more rooms for his 6 daughters or something. So he let each daughter design a room. So each room in the house has its own intricate
Little
and
details,
I mean,
that the daughters put into
it's
it.
very, very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Neat place,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
But
What-
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, what were you
ahead.
going to say?
I was just going to say, have you ever been to a place, whether you knew it was haunted or not, have you ever been to a place that you felt like the spirits were with you and walking alongside you to be able to just see that, one, you're okay, and two, that you admire the place? Has there ever been a place that you've gone to? Have you ever experienced that? I'm just really curious on what people are saying.
Oh, Brandon Nunes says
David.
Randolph County Asylum in Winchester, Indiana, is a pretty active location. There are several haunted locations somewhat close to me. Awesome, Brandon.
That is cool.
Yeah, what all locations do you have out there? I'd be curious to see.
Yeah. And if this is your first time tuning in, Rogues Hollow Paranormal, we will be at the Ohio State Reformatory coming up in a couple weeks
The weekend of the 18th.
for Parapsychon 6.
Yep. You can buy your
Parapsychon
tickets
6.
online. It's freaking well worth it.
Yeah.
There'll be people selling equipment. There's going to be celebrities. There's going to be Bigfoot people, cryptid people.
It'll be fun. It'll be awesome.
I think there was people going around in alien costumes and everything else.
Oh,
which is-
yeah. People doing all kinds of things.
It's entertaining.
Yes, I know. I'll be doing readings there, and then I'll have my books available for you guys to purchase as well, which
Yeah.
is really cool. I'm very excited to go this year.
Yeah, Louis here, he'll be there.
Louis is always
Yeah.
going to go to
He's a
Parapsychon
big
because
head.
he loves it.
Yeah.
So Louis, if you want to play with the cat balls, we have one right here beside you, or we have one right here that you can play with as well.
Yeah.
So watch for the cat balls to go off, you guys, right here and over here.
All right. Well, we'll get back on track here. So we did take some video. So when you watch this video, we're going to talk as we kind of go through. I was looking for a lot of things that need fixed. So you're going to see stuff that's a little bit of wood rot, things where there's cracks, just things of that nature, because we wanted to document it, because we had to come up with a rough estimate of what we were going to have to put back into it. So with that, we're going to go ahead and go through the video. So this is a front porch. Obviously, you can see there was a little bit of water damage at one point there, but all the wood's still intact. Original fixture.
That ceiling we would have painted like a really light blue because it helps to confuse the spirits, the evil spirits of water. It represented water. So that's something we would have done so the spirits don't come into the house.
Yeah, one of the pillars that was going to need a little bit of repair. Then I go over here. This is the other corner of the porch. Has a little bit of wood rot on it that's going to have to be fixed. Outside of that spot, the porch was pretty solid, actually.
It really was. This was such a fantastic property. I absolutely loved it. It just stinks because the financing was there. The house was there.
This entryway is
it's
beautiful.
Just beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was so pretty.
Yeah, you got the original tile work that's down there.
Yeah, and the doorbell, the original doorbell works. Those are hideaway doors as well, pocket doors. The ceiling molding was painted by one of the daughters. This place, if you've never been to a place that just took your breath away, this was it.
Oh, there's tons of potential.
Rick is so cool.
Yeah.
What a gorgeous place. And yes, these people collected dolls out the yin-yang. So many dolls.
That was a little creepy, yeah.
It was a little bit creepy.
They had some old dolls. They had one doll in a display case that looked like it had been murdered. Remember they had blood on the shelf and everything too. I was like, what's going on?
Strange. Oh, I loved that little kitchen, going into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's just so pretty.
Yeah, the old decorative plaster work. And then
there's Zoe, there's Brady walking around.
The
kids loved it.
The kitchen would have had to been updated though. The kitchen it looked like from the 40s or 50s. Not original, obviously. Some of the features in there maybe, but definitely not the cabinets and the other stuff.
So we need your help because what we're looking for is something that is, livable, but needs some love to it, right? There's the back porch.
Yeah, the back porch was in pretty bad shape. There was some rot sections there, like that whole header beam has got rot.
Well, the other thing too is that entire grassy area that you see, all of that was brick. All of it was red brick. It was beautiful. All of that is all covered up.
Yeah, the basement doors needed replaced there. And then
all of that
the railing here and this whole section of the back porch was all rotted.
It would have needed.
So that was going to be an investment that we were going to have to
And that was something that the bank is like, that's part of it, So this house is, I think it was listed at $279.
$279 is what they had it listed at.
$279.
And it didn't sound like the guy that's in charge of the estate is too keen on working numbers.
Right,
he seems like he's staying pretty firm on his pricing.
Right, but if you're interested in this place, contact Rick because
it's haunted.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's definitely
we got
haunted.
Interaction without hardly trying, and you could feel it. Yeah, here we go.
And it came with a 2-car garage. It was huge. It has like a upstairs to the 2-car garage. There's me.
Yeah.
On the
you were checking out the water damage.
So there's a hidden stairwell that went behind the kitchen up to the 2nd floor.
That the worker or servant would have used to get up to their room.
Which was still beautiful.
Yeah. I think I go back over and look at it here.
And what's cool about something
you can see this. They replaced part of the stack there, and they obviously had some water damage at some point. I think we located that. That came from the upper floor from the bathroom.
Yeah, there was a big bathroom leak or something on the 3rd floor.
Yeah,
third floor.
That was something else. We were going to have to tear the bathrooms apart and redo the plumbing in those. And then here I go journeying back around again.
This was such a cool place. Hi, James. Hey, David. So what we're asking for you guys to do is we're showing this house to you because this is like what we're looking for.
Yeah. Something that needs some work but it has a lot of the original character.
Yeah. No painted wood.
Paranormal activity is a must.
We bring the paranormal activity.
Yeah, well, if we bring some of these guys, it's going to happen anyways. But yeah, this place had some stuff going on. I'm sure there was probably some wakes held in this house.
Oh my gosh, look at that. She was a music teacher. That stained glass window was so pretty. But the lady here, she was a music teacher. She was part of the music association or something.
There's one of many fireplaces.
like five fireplaces. I don't know. Look at that.
Something like
Oh my
that.
gosh, that woodwork. And wait till you guys see when you get up here, this stained glass. Look at the family
Oh
portraits
yeah,
on the wall.
and the family that built the house had Masonic roots.
They did.
So
Yeah.
that was another cool thing.
Look at that beautiful. Oh my gosh, and it was so much prettier in person. And this was a massive like floor landing, by the
There's
way.
some of the Boyd family members and stuff that's hanging on the wall.
Me taking pictures for the bank. Oh, jeez. Yeah. These rooms were so big, you guys, and we would like to turn it into a bed and breakfast. Okay, so we would like to have a space where we can
minimum 5 bedrooms.
Minimum of 5 bedrooms, and oh, look at how handsome our boy is.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of what we're looking for. So if you know of anyone looking or wanting to sell their house, we really like the Ravenna, Ohio area. They have really beautiful.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff up there.
But we're willing to negotiate our location.
Here were some old portraits that we found in the closet. Yeah, that was kind of creepy.
That was cool. That was really cool, though.
Some original founders, I think, of Moundsville there.
You know what was really interesting about that picture is it looked like you. If you guys look at this picture, it looks like a version of Trevor, maybe in a different light.
I don't know.
I think it does. If you shave some of this.
I would never rock a bow tie that big.
Maybe in a past life you did. We all probably did at one time. That's funny. Oh my gosh, those rooms were just so big though. I mean, that's like a king size bed right there, I think. Yeah. Right? Weren't they all king size beds?
Something like that. Yeah, this house had 3 floors to it. And so this is only the 2nd floor.
Yeah, and there were like 6 rooms, 2 living rooms, a dining room.
Oh yeah, and another interesting fact about the house that we found out is Abraham Lincoln actually saved this house from being burnt down during the Civil War when it was at its previous location.
And you ask why? Well, the man was a godly man. He was a man of cloth. He was like a preacher.
Yeah, but he was also a Freemason.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So that is the 2nd floor. Going up to the 3rd floor.
We still
there's still the bathroom and there's the steps.
There's the
kitchen.
servant steps, and then there's the bathroom,
which was massive.
And then I believe this probably would have been used as a servant's room because usually they just gave him a tiny little room.
But they used it as an office.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have to. I hope that you show everybody the floor of the 3rd floor.
Oh,
the 3rd floor.
The 3rd floor's on here.
Yeah. The bottom, like the floor part, the paint or whatever. Because I've never seen. We haven't seen anything like it. As we went up to the 3rd floor, by the way, this landing right here was so big. There was like a couch, a full-blown couch and stuff.
Yeah.
It was so big. So you guys have to check it out. Oh my gosh. What do you guys think about this house? Look at the floor here. It had stars on it, and it was like a navy blue. It was so pretty. There's Trevor's fingers.
My fingers. Yeah, this is the source of a lot of the water damage, I believe, that we were seeing in the house. And you can tell the toilet was moved out of there at one point to get access. So there was
scale didn't work, by the way, ladies. It did not work. I tried it. I didn't like the number. No.
Yeah. But they got a cool nautical star there on the floor, and you can tell there was some type of water damage or something that came out of that bathroom there.
And this 3rd floor room, this like suite area, was actually built for the daughter that had the last daughter to get married. Yeah, and you can't see it right now, but on the right-hand side, there were these inlaid shelves, and they were filled with hundreds of Bibles. Hundreds of Bibles.
Well, in the basement, they had books from 1902
they had
and
church,
older.
church seats or whatever. I can't.
Whatever. I mean, it was crazy just how much original stuff was there. I mean, you can tell they did some updates around the 50s roughly, but outside of that, a lot of the stuff was still there.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hey, what's up?
So, Tiffany, since you're just joining us, we are looking for a Victorian or a historical location to purchase. And Oh, is that the baby's
No,
room? That's the
well,
nursery room.
Well, the one really bad room's coming up.
Okay, this one's the nursery room. Look, oh, you
Yeah.
didn't get a picture of.
So this room is probably the worst. I'm pretty
This right
sure this
here.
is because this is also part of why the roof's got to get replaced because there's water damage coming in.
It was bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, you'll see it up there. So that room is going to take some money, but definitely really cool.
So many built-in things. Yeah. Hi, Joe. How are you? We're showing off this place that we went and looked at. We are looking to open a bed and breakfast. A haunted bed and breakfast, and we've had a lot of trouble finding a haunted location that has historical reference or relevance.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're looking for, and we really liked that house. It really spoke to us.
We really wanted to make it work, but yeah, it didn't sound like we were going to meet where we needed to be at on the numbers.
We had the money to purchase the home at $279, but to be able to put
we were going to have to put probably
$100 grand into it, which
I figured a little shy of 100 just to get it, somewhat decent, and then there would be some work on our end we would have to do after.
Yes.
But the cool thing was
we have elbow equity. We do have elbow equity though.
Yeah, the cool thing was after we talked to the historical society, if somebody's looking to purchase that house and have it opened up to the community in some way, shape, or form, the historical society there is very interested in helping out. So.
Yes, they are so sweet. Trent is who I spoke to. He's super knowledgeable. The historical society actually wanted to take on this home, but also same thing with us. The water damage, the roof.
They were worried about the expense.
It was going to be too much to take on.
The electric needs updated also.
Oh, it has not been
So it still has the panel down in the basement is still fused. It looks like a lot of the wiring is still original, knob and tube. So that was another big expense we were looking at. So we just started tacking everything up, and we looked at what the bank was willing to offer us, and we had to move on it. But we are still actively looking. But it was really cool, and we got to go check out the prison while we were there too, which was cool.
Oh yes, Moundsville Prison,
Moundsville
Bloody
Prison.
Alley, as they say, sir.
Yeah, they caught a really good shadow figure there that you can find online if you look it up. Shadow figure at Moundsville Prison, and that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it was really cool. So that place is definitely haunted.
There are a lot of wicked stories too. Like there was one story about they had a a prison riot where they took over the prison, and one of the
in 1986.
Yes, in
January 1st, 1986.
Well, I don't think that was the only one that happened, but that was the main one that they talked about. But one of these riots that happened when they took over, I guess there was a guy that was a snitch on the other prisoners. And they had a giant pot of beans that they were baking, and the other prisoners took the snitch and threw him in the pot, and they actually stood on the lid and cooked the guy alive. I mean, some pretty nasty stuff.
They were boiled.
boiled. Yeah, wicked.
Brandon says, shame you must not be closer to Dayton. I'm about 40 minutes northwest of there, and there are always properties on the market in my area that may fit your criteria. Ooh. So our criteria is this. We're looking for a bed and breakfast. We're looking no more than 300,000.
Yeah, no more than.
No, our limit is that. We're looking for something that can also be lived in. Like we want to be able to, be there also.
We don't want one that's been updated because we've seen a lot of that too.
Yeah, we don't want that. I
want to cry every time I see it.
We don't want an updated place. We want something that's authentic, that's raw, that's real, that's got a lot of love to it.
It has that original character and charm to it, not stuff that has painted trim work.
Right, 5 bedrooms or more.
Updated and everything going through it. No.
Tiffany says, I have a good friend who's a real estate agent. I will ask her if she knows of any old Victorian.
Oh, thanks,
awesome.
Tiffany.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to let you know too. I talked to Dave over there at Minerva.
Project?
Yes, and we're talking about early June going out there. So that's the investigation.
Oh, Minerva Music Center.
If you guys don't know, Tiffany was one of the winners for a contest that we had to come out and investigate with us. And it looks like early June, Tiffany. So I'll get the exact date for you here pretty soon.
That place is haunted,
but it got moved
girl.
back a little bit.
It's haunted.
Oh yeah, we've been there twice. We don't do a lot of go backs,
We don't.
But we do at that place because there's a lot of activity there.
Return to the music center.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. And while we're there, we can get a violin stand for our daughter because she got a violin for her birthday.
Yeah, she's doing that.
She
now.
wanted that, and yeah, so very excited to hear.
Oh, I have a picture of the mountain there too in Moundsville to show everybody.
Oh yes, show, yeah. Show everybody.
So if you guys want a better look at the mound.
Oh yeah, the mound is amazing.
Yeah, here's an idea how large the Indian mound is, which is pretty insane. I mean, this thing it's big. I mean, it's definitely cool to see. You have to go there during museum hours though, because it's all fenced off and you don't have access to it unless you go through the museum to see it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. I love how it curls around. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
So.
I saw that.
Did you see it?
I seen that. Settle down back there, Louie.
All right, Louie.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our little 2-weekend adventure.
You can touch that ball if you want to. Go right ahead.
And then the other funny thing was when we went down there last Sunday, I was on call for work and I was getting blown up the whole time we were down there. We even had to pull over, I had to get my laptop out. I mean, and then it was like one call after another.
Well, I was driving and he had the laptop and the phone and he's like, and I'm driving like this on the highway. Listen, people, I don't like to drive that much, but it's all good. So yeah. Tiffany says that's horrible. Sounds awesome. So yeah, we can't find a realtor that works with haunted locations. So if you know one, let us know. Yeah.
We do have one realtor friend that's keeping an eye out for us.
Yes, Jessica Conrad. Reach out to her. She's amazing. She is local in Stark County, Ohio. She is phenomenal. Her and her husband both. So yeah, I love it. And they were on actually like TV for all the realty stuff that they do. So yeah. Shout out to them.
Definitely really cool.
Yes.
But yeah, we just wanted to hop on here. We're not going to go the full hour today, but we wanted to hop on and kind of let you know what we've been up to, what we're doing, what we're thinking.
Yep.
You know the Tallies, we're always scheming on something big.
we are always scheming. So the thing here is we could use your help. We're looking for a place that what's happening is there's a lot of places that you go in to investigate and you get the thrill and all the things, but we like to investigate to understand the story of the other side of it. So a lot of people just go in to investigate to get evidence or, you know, feed their ego or whatever it is that their agenda is, right? But our agenda is to let the dead know that they have a place to stay and that's their home, and that we're going to have visitors come in, and we want to be able to investigate the property before we actually like buy it, right? And we've looked at a few properties. There was one in Canton that we really liked, but
that one was awesome, but the location sucked.
It was terrible. It was in like downtown Canton.
Yeah, and it was not in a good neighborhood.
Yeah, but it was like it was like 10 rooms or something, 3 floors. It was massive. So hi, Michael.
Super haunted. Yeah, we went there. We did a session, and man, we were getting hits left and right, and there was no power hooked up.
No.
So there was nothing in the house that would have screwed with our equipment because it was dead.
Right. It was very So what do you guys? So let me ask this question because I'm curious. I want to pick everybody's brain. If you were to go to stay at a haunted bed and breakfast, okay, and you were given access to the whole place, right? And or not maybe a bed and breakfast, but like a B&B or whatever. Same thing, overnight thing, whatever. We don't have to make the breakfast, right? Whatever. If you were to go there, what would your agenda be going into a location? How far would you travel? What would you pay to stay the night somewhere? And you know, we're just like picking everybody's brains because we're growing in the sense that we are ready to take on another little adventure or big adventure, but our kids are getting older and driving and they're working and they're getting ready to graduate here. And so we've got all this energy we're ready to put into something to love forever. And we're excited about what's to come. So if you guys have any ideas, please send us a message. Trevor would love to talk with you if you have an idea on a location or you see one that a sea place.
On the paranormal side of stuff, I mean, we're outgrowing our space. I mean,
we're cramped.
It's kind of taking on a life
here.
of its own, and from time to time, you guys probably have noticed I flake a little bit because I get burned out at so much sometimes.
It's cramped in here. Yeah. We need some space.
We just got a few new objects that came to us too. Like there's one. Well, you can't see it. You can't
see it, but it's over here.
But it's over there. Right there.
This thing, not him. Yeah. No, not Lenny, but
it's a really cool
Which way am I going? I'm like dyslexic.
Can you get up real quick and pull it down? We'll show everybody.
No, I don't want to show my butt on camera.
Oh, what? You'd be good.
No, I got muddy pants on from the dog.
Yeah, the dogs jumped on your pants.
Well, you guys just stay right here.
Don't worry.
Now I can't. Now I spilled my Pepsi. Now I can't drink it.
It's not doo-doo.
All right, you guys stay right here. Okay, all right, I'll hand it. You want me to touch it? Mm-hmm. I don't really want to touch it because then I might pick something up here.
You'll be good.
I don't have gloves on.
This isn't one of the nastier ones, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
So, yeah, this little beauty here came to us, and we got to spend some time, sit down with it for a night. But this thing, it's cool. I mean, you can see it's all hand-carved.
It represented women and fertility. See the tits and the vagina?
Well, it's supposed to be the god or goddess guru.
Yes, it's a female. It's all about the female thing or whatever. But yeah, it's a mask. Cool. Technically, it's a mask. Why don't you put it on, Trevor?
I'm not putting it on. You're out of your mind.
I'm not putting it on either. Nobody wants to turn into the mask.
That's how we get to investigations.
But what's really cool, it was all hand done. Can you see the hand carving in this? See all it was like literally hand crafted.
But yeah, Missy got a read on it right away when we came into contact with that object. So yeah, she's really good. Like if she's picking up activity on an object, sometimes that's what we do with a lot of these. She'll pick up on it, or there's been times I've picked up on stuff, and then we'll take them, spend a night, investigate them. I don't know what just happened to the lighting, but the lighting just all changed. Do you notice?
Yeah, but all the lights are over there. That's the only way to turn on the light. I don't know.
Yeah, it just looks like what I'm looking at changed.
You know what I think is weird is that look right.
I know.
Look at this
Did it change because you picked up that object?
I don't know.
Oh no, that was weird.
There should be no.
It was fine the entire time. It's never dull in this room.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the cat ball was just going off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What questions do you guys have about haunted locations? Want to know where we've been? We've been to a lot of places. I'm planning on him to take me to New Orleans very soon. So if you got a place in New Orleans.
I'll take you to New Orleans and we can fight with the rats. That's fine.
I'll fight with the rats. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking at so we can see the light totally changed. I don't know why.
It totally shifted.
It did. Yeah, why did it do that? It looks so much darker. That is so weird. I don't know.
Yeah. So I was.
But the light switch is clear over on that side of the room, you guys. That's the only way to mess with the lights, and I was on this side of the room.
So yeah, I was explaining to Missy. I remember I saw years ago on a show. Yeah, the rats are so bad in New Orleans that they used. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to pay people. It was like $5 a rat to go around New Orleans and shoot the rats. And then they would turn them in and they'd get their payday.
That's disturbing.
Yeah, that's why I say you want to go to New Orleans. I think it'd be cool.
Do you know what I find is disturbing?
What?
People that like to take replicas from some kind
relics, you mean?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, look, the light just changed again. It's got to be the window. Let me see here. Whoa,
I wouldn't have done that. You better get up.
I think it's the window. The sun is coming in and changing. Because it's like 7:40 at night.
All right. Not good for you, huh?
Yeah, no. Well, anyways, what I was saying was the relics. Some people want relics, like, I'm not saying anybody in particular. I'm just saying some people like to go to haunted locations and they'll take an object. And that object, you don't want that. You don't want to take that energy home. You don't know what's connected to it. You don't know what trauma that soul went through, or vice versa. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just I wouldn't take that stuff.
Well, I wanted to ask everybody real quick too. So when we come back next Sunday, do you guys want us to do an entire episode on mediumship?
Yeah, you better all say yes right now. But I need to say something about mediumship, because I just had the most beautiful conversation with a woman who I work with, and she's like a coach for me, and her name is Kara, and she and I had this wonderful conversation. She asked me a question. She goes, well, in the Bible, they talk about how mediumship and psychics, you're not supposed to see them and all the things. I was like, I get it. But, I didn't ask to have this ability. It just kind of everybody I know has it. But it's more about like, I don't know how to explain like what it is. I know how to work it. I don't know how it happened, right?
Do you think we should see if Megan wants to come on next Sunday for that one?
Yeah, I think it would be fantastic.
Because
she can come on virtually.
Mediumship is a huge part when we go out.
Yeah, let's bring Megan on.
Yeah, a lot of times it helps kind of fill the blanks in on what we pick up,
right,
and what we know about a location.
Well, as we digress, right? But Kara, she is a wonderful woman, and she's also a Christian woman, which I admire and love about her, as I also am a Christian woman. And she kind of said, what you do, they do talk about it in the Bible, not to seek out mediums and psychics. And I said, yes, I know. But why would God give me the ability to tap into this if it wasn't meant for good? And she goes, well, it's kind of like, she said something to me that changed my whole perspective on the way the Bible presents mediumship and intuition. And she said it's kind of like prophecy. People prophesize and bring up things in their life or whatever. You watching at home have had some type of prophecy or intuition. It's the way our human ego labels it. And she said this to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, it is God's will and his gift and our privilege and honor to be able to carry his light through message and through verbal communication to those who are looking for healing, whether it's through grief or just advice or what have you. We all have the ability to channel God's light. So anyway, I can talk about this a little bit more, but I absolutely admire this woman so much, and I look up to her a lot. And
I think it'll be a good time. You know something else we should try.
What?
I should bring you to an object. If we can get Megan on here too, I'll bring.
Why do you always do this to us?
Because it's fun. It's fun.
You're such a turd sometimes.
Yeah,
because you
kick out of it. Well, then they can see how we. Yeah, okay.
How we work in real life.
Yeah.
This is how we work in real life.
Saying, like, we could bring in an object and you guys could see what you get on it.
Okay, let's take a vote.
You don't know anything about it, and you've never come in contact with.
You're gonna test me and Megan.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna be virtual, so how are you gonna? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Unless we get her here.
Where is she gonna fit in our tiny little studio?
Well, we can fit her in.
This is why we need your help to find a place. Okay. All right. So, do you guys want to see Trevor test us? But wait a minute. You're gonna have to tell the audience somehow what this is or something, like if we're right or wrong or what have you. Mm-hmm. But before we do that, the audience is going to have to understand. You guys are going to have to at home have to understand how mediumship works. Okay, so like for example, if I have an elephant pop in my mind, an elephant to me represents babies and children and people that have a disability, because of our girls both have disabilities. Not that they're not able to walk and talk, and they both have skeletal disability. Mm-hmm. So to me, that's what an elephant looks like. So spirit speaks to us in a 5th grade language, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're my client and I said, hey, I'm seeing an elephant, is this person who you love had a disability of some sort, maybe physical, maybe verbal, whatever it is, right? And you might say, well, Missy, elephants represent the zoo or the circus. And I'm going to be like, yeah, that's in your frame of reference. But spirit will let us use our own frame of reference to interpret a message anyway. So I think we should do a little thing on mediumship.
Okay.
And then we can do the test. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Do you guys like when my husband tests me?
I enjoy it.
I would like to test. I want to test your psychic abilities.
I don't go around claiming.
We should play What's in the Cup.
You don't want to play that game with me.
Megan plays What's in the Cup in my group for all of my coaching students. So if you want to work on your one-on-one with me, then there it is. Yeah.
I'm not the medium.
No, but you're psychic. You want to test us, buddy?
Here's the bad thing. It's just going to be bad stuff I'm going to say is in the cup. You know how I roll. It's going to be a joke. I'll be like, there's boo in the cup.
But you can tell, maybe you guys can guess what's in the cup and work on your psychic abilities. Would you like that? Michael, Tiffany, Brandon, Joe,
Jamie.
James. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of you guys. Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we're glad you guys came on here.
Thank you for coming on here. You know what to do. Share,
yes,
comment, subscribe,
please,
all the things. All the things.
Mm-hmm. That way we can have a whole big community on here and we can talk all things paranormal.
Yeah. Brandon says,
I reckon I'll see you all on the 18th. Awesome,
see you
Brandon.
on the 18th. I'm going to jump off now. I think tests are important. So, yes.
All right, Brandon. Have a good night.
See you at Parapsychon.
Appreciate it, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Stay spooky. Stay